What do you make of the protest from some on the right, particularly in the House and the Freedom Caucus, who might be getting ready to pull another Kevin McCarthy move? What do you think?
Well, I think the precarious margin there, I don't know that that makes sense, because I don't think we want to go through that rodeo again. But I've been on the Budget Committee every year since coming into the Senate. We've never done a budget in that entire time, not even arriving at a top line. Remember, our fiscal year runs from October 1st to September 30th. Neil, it's like a useless appendage here in the Senate. And the people that run the place here actually don't mind it. And the threat of a government shutdown is a tool to back all of us into a corner that want true reform. Let's do a budget. Let's not spend more than we take in. Do what we do in all of our states, generally with a balanced budget amendment or statute. This place, since, 4 or 5 decades, Republicans and Democrats, we've gotten used to borrowing from our kids and grandkids. It's been on steroids the last 10 to 15 years. Something's got to give.
Well, you know, you want to be governor of Indiana. It's among the states that's required to submit a balanced budget every year. Good many states have that. Washington does not. We've had presidents of both parties who submit budgets when they do submit budgets, because that doesn't always happen either, that are woefully out of line, where there's a lot more spending than money coming in. And it's like we've gotten used to it. Why is that?
Well, we need a balanced budget amendment. It polls at about 85 to 90%. Democrats vote against it every time it comes up. Republicans, on the other hand, act and talk like fiscal conservatives until it gets into the things that we hold dear. So it's evolved over time, Neil. The fact that you've got no term limits, you do not have that guardrail of a balanced budget amendment, and we are taking it out on our kids and grandkids by now being $34 trillion in debt. I asked a bunch of reporters about 6 months ago, what is 1%? I took it down to 30 trillion to make the math easy. None of them could come up with it. That is now going to be nearing $1 trillion a year in interest. 2 or 3 years, it'll be as much as we spend on defense. Medicare trust fund goes broke in 4 years. Then you'll have to deal with it. It should be done proactively, preemptively, but the people leading the place here have no interest in it.
You know, the argument is you need someone to win by a landslide to get anything done in Washington. I don't know if that's true, but it would certainly help Ronald Reagan
would help.
Back to back doing that. But short of that, it doesn't.
I know. It'll take some type of hard run into the ditch or 2 or 3 instances of it. And I think the American public will start holding their leaders accountable. Neil, running a business for 37 years, competition forced you to not only be good at what you're doing, but live within your means. State and local governments do it. This place, with the printing press in the basement, the credit card that gets renewed annually, has become 2 factors of this place that have become weaknesses to discipline itself. Those will come home to roost, and we need to do something about it. Should start at the ballot box.